Judo is one of the most well-known and well-respected martial arts in the world, and it has a long and very interesting history. Judo is more than just a martial art. It's a philosophy, a sport, and a global phenomenon. Its journey from the mind of Kano Jigoro to the world's largest athletic stage, the Olympics, is a story filled with innovation, struggle, and triumph. Today, let's explore the fascinating history of Judo, tracing its roots, its rise, and its remarkable impact on the world. Let's begin in Japan during the late 19th century. At this time, Japan was undergoing a profound transformation. The samurai class had been abolished, and traditional martial arts were seen as relics of a bygone era. This was the environment into which Kano Jigoro was born in 1860. As a young man, Kano was small in stature and often the target of bullying. He turned to martial arts not just to defend himself, but to challenge his own physical and mental limits. Kano began studying Jiu-Jitsu, a traditional Japanese martial art focused on grappling and throws. However, he found that Jiu-Jitsu techniques often emphasized combat in a way that didn't align with his personal philosophy of personal growth and mutual benefit. He began experimenting with ways to adapt Jiu-Jitsu techniques into a system that could be practiced safely and would emphasize education and self-improvement. In 1882, Kano Jigoro officially founded Judo, a name meaning the gentle way. Unlike Jiu-Jitsu, which focused on disabling or injuring an opponent, Judo emphasized efficiency and adaptability. Kano wanted practitioners to use technique and leverage rather than brute strength, making it accessible to people of all ages and body types. This focus on technique would become one of Judo's defining characteristics. A key moment in Judo's early history was the establishment of the Kodokan, Kano's training school in Tokyo. The Kodokan was more than just a dojo, it was a place where Kano's philosophy could flourish. Here he developed the practice of randori, or free sparring, which allowed students to practice techniques dynamically without fear of injury. This emphasis on live practice set Judo apart from the rigid kata-based training of many traditional martial arts. One of the most defining moments in Judo's early days was the police-sponsored tournament of 1886. The Tokyo Metropolitan Police were seeking an effective martial art to train their officers and organised a competition between Judo and traditional Jiu-Jitsu practitioners. The Kodokan Judo team emerged victorious, winning 12 out of 15 matches. This event cemented Judo's reputation as a superior martial art and marked it as a rising star in the national discipline in Japan. But Kano's vision for Judo extended far beyond Japan. He believed Judo was not just a martial art, but a tool for international understanding and peace. He became Japan's first representative on the International Olympic Committee, using his platform to advocate for Judo as a global sport. The spread of Judo outside Japan began in earnest in the early 20th century. Kano and his students travelled widely, introducing Judo to countries like the United States, Britain, and France. The discipline quickly gained traction, and Judo clubs began popping up around the world. Its combination of practical self-defense, physical fitness, and philosophical depth made it appealing to diverse audiences. As Judo's popularity grew, so too did its global recognition. Kano's ultimate dream was to see Judo become an Olympic sport. However, this goal wouldn't be realized in his lifetime. Kano passed away in 1938, but his students and successors carried his vision forward. In 1964, Judo made its debut at the Tokyo Olympics, becoming the first martial art to be included in the Games. This was a monumental moment, not just for Judo, but for Japan, as the country showcased its cultural heritage on the world stage. That year also saw a groundbreaking event. Dutch judoka Anton Geesink won the open weight category, defeating a Japanese competitor. This demonstrated that judo had truly become a global sport, transcending its Japanese roots. The inclusion of women's judo followed, though it took several more decades. Women's judo debuted as a demonstration sport in the 1988 Olympics in Seoul and was officially included in the 1992 Barcelona Games. Since then, female judoka have become some of the sport's most celebrated athletes, breaking barriers and inspiring new generations. As judo evolved as a sport, it remained grounded in Kano's principles of Seiryoku Zenyo, maximum efficiency, minimum effort, and Jito Kyei, mutual welfare and benefit. These ideas have ensured that judo is more than just a competition. It's a way of life, emphasizing respect, discipline, and personal growth. Judo's influence extends beyond the mat. It has shaped other martial arts, including Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, which adapted judo's ground techniques into its own unique system. Modern MMA, or mixed martial arts, also owes much to judo, particularly its emphasis on throws, takedowns, and submissions. Today, judo is practiced by millions of people across the world. It's overseen by the International Judo Federation, which organizes competitions, promotes the sport, and ensures Kano Jigiro's vision remains at the heart of modern judo. From its humble beginnings in a small dojo in Tokyo to its place on the Olympic stage, judo's journey is a testament to the power of vision, innovation, and adaptability. Kano Jigiro didn't just create a martial art, he created a global movement. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of judo's incredible history. If you enjoyed this journey, be sure to like, subscribe, and share for more stories about the people and philosophies that have shaped martial arts. Remember, judo is not about winning or losing, it's about embracing the gentle way.